Hi guys, so today I have a video for you doing a Manny MUA inspired makeup tutorial, and it is actually a Manny MUA palette without the Manny MUA palette look. So I was inspired by the palette and the colour Mars in particular, and I wanted to dupe it and do some looks that are very popular on YouTube at the moment that people are creating from the palette, just to show you that you can recreate these looks even if you don't own the palette. So these are the two looks. This is Jaclyn Hill inspired with the copper and the red, and then this one is one that seems very popular on YouTube. Lots of people have done this green with the red, and I really like it. I like green and red anyway, so together, because obviously Nightmare on Elm Street. It makes me think of that. Anyway, if you want to see how I did both of these looks, then please do keep on watching. Okay, let's get going. So first I'm going to put some powder under my eyes, because I did a practice run of one of these eyes the other day and I did end up with some fallout, so I've got my face done, my base. I don't have any contour, bronze, blush, all that kind of stuff on yet. So I'm going to use the Sigma Tapered Face. I think it's the F25. I'm going to get this out so I can see what I'm using. F25. This is such an amazing brush. I'm using a Project Pan item today to bake, and what I've done is I've put like my Project Pan things in a little container on my desk, and I've actually used quite a few things like that today. And if you're wondering why I'm doing both eyes when one of them doesn't have fallout, it's because this will brighten a little bit also, and I don't want to end up with like one really bright under eye and then the other one not be. This is so finely milled, this powder, though, it just goes absolutely everywhere. Is that open? Technical issues. So when I saw the Manny MUA palette, it's not out in the UK, but you can get it on the Makeup Geek site. I don't know whether it sold out, probably did, but I watch Manny MUA. I came across Manny MUA because of Patrick Starr, who I absolutely love, and I like Manny MUA, but it's not like, he's not like one of my favourites. So when I saw the palette was coming out, I was like, oh well, you know, I like to support YouTubers, so I checked it out. But the colours in it, there wasn't anything that really spoke to me apart from the colour Mars, which is why I wanted to find a dupe in my collection so that I could recreate some of the looks, because there's so many looks on YouTube right now, and I, you know, absolutely love all of the looks that people are creating, so I wanted to do it myself. So I decided to check out my collection. I thought I had something, and I'm not sure that it's identical, but it's not really about that. It's something that's kind of close. So the thing that I came up with, which is actually from Sleek for the colour Mars, is this palette, which is called Pink Sprint. And I always get really confused about which way the colours are supposed to be. So I can't tell what colour that is called. It's either Pink Parfait or Pink Teeny. I think it's Pink Parfait. But that is the colour that is the dupe. And these are super pigmented, and you can't use blushes on your eyes, which is something, you know, it's not new to me, done that before. So that's the colour. I think it is incredibly close. So this is the crease colour for the powder eyeshadow look that I've gone for. And then I do have another one that is not identical but is similar. And I'm not sure how it's going to perform on the eye though, so I'm going to put it on, and I might need to put this over the top, but we'll kind of see, because I didn't practice the other eye. But the first eye is something that a lot of people have done, this kind of look. I found a girl that did it, and I can't remember her name because I don't follow her, but I know that this is a very popular look, which is Mars in the crease, and then that kind of duochrome shade, which is kind of that blue-brown sort of shade. And I've gone for this colour, which is Pigeon. It's from the Venus 2 from Lime Crime. And that is very similar. So it kind of has that brown with that greeny blue. And then if I feel like it needs a bit more shine to it, then I can put on a Morphe colour, which I'll have to grab that palette, which I will in a second, but I'll put a Morphe shimmer colour over the top to kind of amp it up a bit. But first what we're going to do, I'm going to use Vanilla from MAC as my base colour, and this is one of my Project Pan colours, so you might see it a lot. And it's not Project Pan because I want to get rid of it, because I will repurchase it. It's just Project Pan because I've had it forever and I constantly use it, and it's got a huge dent in it, but it just never seems to run out. It's just one of those bottomless shadows. So, and I've lost my mirror. What have I done with it? So I definitely want it there. I definitely want to try and use Vanilla more as a base shade. So I'm just going to use Zoeva brushes for this eye, and I'm just using this all over the lid, just to give something for all of my shadows to kind of blend into. And I've already primed. I used the Revlon Colour Stay primer because that's in my Project Pan. I've used quite a few Project Pan things today and I'm very pleased with myself. Right, I feel like I should have some kind of a transition shade, so I might actually just stick with this palette. So I'm going to go for Kid in the crease, which I think is quite popular. Now I know that this has been discontinued, but I got mine on Selfridges site and I didn't get it very long ago, so if you're after that colour you could check out Selfridges and see whether they've still got it. And I got it in pan form as well, so that's quite good. So I'm going to put Kid in the crease, just using this brush. And it's a nice transition shade because I don't know if you can see, it's just not too dark. Just gives a little bit of colour. And I don't want loads of colour because we are going to blend other shades in there. So that's just quite nice. So we'll pop that on one side. I do need to sort out my folding table because it'd be much easier to have a table in front of me that and put things down on it instead of keep leaning out of shot. So I apologise if I do have to keep doing that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go with the red colour in the crease now. So I don't want to go for like a huge brush for this. So I'm going to go for this quite smaller one. And this one is a Zoeva Luxe Petite Crease number 231. Because the thing is, you can add more and build up, but taking away, especially a colour like this, is going to be a huge pain. So I don't want to, you know, I don't want to do too much and then not be able to dial it back. So let's take this blush colour and go for it. Now I know that some people might wonder whether the Sugar Pill red shadow, which I think is Love Plus, might be a dupe for Mars, but I think the problem with that one is it is literally a very cherry kind of red, and Mars seems to have a bit more depth to it. It's a little bit darker, more of a ruby, you know, leaning towards blood sort of red, so I don't think that Love Plus would be right, just because it's a bit too bright. Whereas that's quite nice. And I know it looks really crazy right now. But yeah, I think that's really nice. And I don't mind wearing crazy colours like this, so. Right, I'm going to put that to one side and I'm going to take a shader brush. I don't even I can never find this shader brush. Okay, we'll just go for this one. It is a Luxe Smoky Shader number 234 from Zoeva, did I say that? And I'm going to use Pigeon from Lime Crime Venus 2. That's really nice. Just kind of being gentle with it. I don't want to end up with too much. This is the 35U, and I think I'm going to go for a little bit of a mixture of these two greens and just pat that in the centre of the lid with the same brush. Okay, there we go. You can see there's just tons of fallout off the Pigeon shade, not the Mars shade. And then taking a fluffy Brendan brush, I'm just going to go back into the red shade. Just soften it and blow it out a little. Okay. And sorry, this blender brush is a 001 again, and it is the Luxe Crease, which is 228. Okay. Now I do want to go back that red colour and the green. I'm going to take an angled brush. Again, like I said, I'm using also with eye brushes in the first part. I'm using the soft paint liner, which is 318. Just a nice little liner type brush, and I'm going to take the red colour and then bring it under. Just shine it slightly up at the side there. And then going into the lime crime, I'm going to take some of Pigeon on the same brush. Just pop that on the inner part. Blend it in. And then a pencil brush. And this one is the Luxe pencil. 230. Okay. And then I'm going to use a liner, which hopefully should, you know, bring it all together. Hopefully. I'm just going to use Perversion by Urban Decay. Lash line, tight line, waterline. So that's it with the powder taken off. I'm going to pop some mascara on. And I'm pretty sure that on Sleek's website at the moment, the Pink Sprint Blush by 3, it's actually on offer for $4.99. I don't know whether Superdrug have it on offer or anything like that. But it's definitely well worth picking up. But that's the look. Look at that eye. It's nice, I like it. Probably want to put something in my inner corner, but I think I'll just wait and do that when I do the highlight, because I think I'll just put the highlight in there. But I like how that's turned out. And I like this kind of colours on my eyes anyway. So now we're going to move to the other eye. Now the other eye is Jaclyn Hill inspired, because she did this look that was the red in the crease but then the copper on the lid, and then she used a copper glitter on the top. I'm not going to do that. I decided that I'm going to do all Colourpop shadows for this eye. So I'm dropping everything. Okay, so we're going to use a blusher in New Laws. This is our red shade. I'm hoping it's going to be strong enough. I'm not sure, because like I said, I haven't practiced, but we'll give it a go. I've got Bites, which is a nice white colour to make a base shade. And then I've got two colours that I'm going to use on the lid. This is more of a matte one. So I'm going to use Melrose, which is a really nice warm shade. And then on top of that, for the sparkle, I'm going to use La La. Melrose is optional, of course. Melrose, it was a limited edition. Actually, I don't know if it's still available. I think it's Melrose. I don't know whether Melrose was K-pop. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know whether it's still available, but any kind of deeper sort of copper type of shade would do as a base. I'm just doing that because I didn't want to just do the shimmery shade on its own. I wanted it to have just a little bit of something underneath it. So I'm going to pop Bites on first. I'm just going to use my fingers with this. Bites is a great shade to put on underneath. Okay, for a transition shade you could take any tan shade. It wouldn't really matter. I'm going to use K-Pop's. Oh, so it's not K-Pop because this one says K-Pop on it. K-Pop's Wilshire. So any kind of this kind of shade would do. And the brushes I'm going to use, because I find they work really well, are the Bold Metals ones from Real Techniques. So I'm going to use the pointed crease brush first. Which is nice. It's not super visible on me, but it's quite a nice sort of transition shade because it's not too strong. And then I'm going to put this one all over, and I'm hoping that this one's going to be good. I think that's pretty comparable in colour. I just think it's going to take some building up. And of course the Super Shock Cheek are same formulation as the Super Shock Eye. So you can't use the cheek products from Colourpop on your eye. Melrose, I'm pretty sure this was in a box set at Christmas. I'm just going to use my oval shader. These brushes are so perfect for these Colourpop shadows, they're really great. And then over the top of that we're going to take the nice sparkly kind of copper shade. La La, which is permanent and is an amazing shade. So it's not going to be super glittery like Jaclyn did, but that's okay. It's still quite sparkly. I feel like I've gone up a bit too high with that, but I'll correct that in a second. Yeah. do want to run some of this under the eye. I'm going to use just as a way of a smudger brush and see if it works. Oh yeah, that's fine. And then just a little bit of the New Laws. And that's that eye. So let's get some liner on. I always think it looks better once you get liner on. Again, Urban Decay's Perversion. I can't help but come back to this amazing pencil. It's just fantastic. Right, I've got this liner from Urban Decay in Lucky, which is a nice copper. Just using that in the inner part of the eye here. That's quite nice. Just that bit of detail of copper there, just kind of ties everything in. And then pop some mascara on. This is Miss Sporty, I don't think I said before. This is my holy grail of mascara at the moment. $1.99 at Superdrug. Okay, I might live to regret this, but this is Max Copper Sparkle. I'm gonna wet my brush with Fix Plus, which I have decanted in this little bottle. I really hate using pigment. I've got this thing that I'm just gonna sneeze, it's gonna go everywhere. So that's it. I really hope that this does not fall off my eye and go all over my face. Okay. Yeah, that's nice. Gonna use Kat Von D's Shade and Light. I might pop a bit underneath the eyes as well while we're here. What brushes have I got? I use the banana type powder on the Sigma Tapered Highlighter from the Blush Affair kit. They're also sold separately, but I've wanted this brush for ages. That really brightens under the eye. I think it makes such a difference. Okay. Right. Like I said, I wouldn't normally have done that either. Hopefully I can reach... What is this one? It's not the one I want. Right, we're just going to use my F05 because it's just one of my favourite contour brushes. I'm going to use the lightest of the shades in here, which is that one. And pop... Oh, I don't need to say that when that happens. I just put my nail in that shadow, not that I use the end one. Okay. I love this brush for contouring. It just diffuses everything really nicely and just gives you like a really quite soft natural look. go. So that's contour done. Now I'm going to put on some blush, and I'm going to use Sigma blush brush, which is the F10. And I'm going to use Sugar Bomb because it's in my project pan. And we're trying to use it up. Let's see what this brush is like. It's so difficult to pick up product when it's all just around the sides. This is such a lovely blush. I don't know if it's coming up on camera very well, but I really like it. And I'm really blush shy. I think I've said this before. I'm just always worried about getting too much on and it just looking really silly. So I always end up with not enough. That's a really nice blush brush. Okay. So that's done. I'm now going to do some highlighting, and I also want to use this highlighter to do inner eye corners. So I need a little brush for that. I'm going to use this as a waiver one. It is the Precise shader, which is 238, and it's teeny tiny. And the one I'm using today is Tint. It's a Smashbox Soft Lights, which is a lovely colour. And you can see the shape of the pan in this one as well, so I'm about to hit pan on this one. I don't think they do these anymore. Just a nice soft peach in there, nothing too much. It just adds a bit of brightness, but like I said, I don't want to go for too much. And then I'm going to use the Sigma Tapered Highlighter, F35. It's pretty. I just don't know if that's enough glow. I might need to put something else on. Yeah. It's very subtle. Too subtle. Right, I think I'll just go for Colourpop because they're here. I'm going to go for this one because I've not really used this one. It is Lunch Money. Kind of a goldy colour. Okay. I'll see if this brush can manage with this. And just do it. Oh yeah. What I love about this brush is because it's so small but so tapered, most of your product ends up cutting on the larger part, so your highlight doesn't go like too high. Okay. Oh, that's really pretty. It's kind of a champagne-y sort of glow. Yes, I like that. And then we want to go for quite a nude lip with this look. So I've decided to go for Ex-Girlfriend Urban Decay's Gwen Stefani lipstick. And the liner I'm going to use with it is actually Chi from K-pop, which I just love this liner. I'm going to tidy up here. And pop on Ex-Girlfriend. So pretty. Yeah. I thought that was going to be quite a nice little combination. And that is the finished looks. So let me grab something. So that's look number 1, which is Jaclyn Hill inspired with the copper and the red. And then that's look number 2, which seems to be one of the most popular looks on YouTube at the moment with this palette. Because I think everybody's excited to use that Mars colour because it's such a really unusual colour. But it looks really great on. And that is the overall finished look. And then I have to go out and put the lottery on with this on my face. But that's okay. So let me know what you think in the comments below of the dupes. Do you own the Pink Sprint Blush by 3? Will you get it? I mean, for me, that was the only colour that really spoke to me out of the Makeup Geek palette. They may release that shadow individually, although that was I can't speak. That was a shadow that was created by Manny. I don't know whether there's any kind of an agreement where they can release those shadows that he created separately. So they may actually decide to actually release it, in which case I would definitely get it because I think it's lovely. But if you are trying to just get that colour just because that is the one colour that like really speaks to you from that palette but the rest of them don't, then it's definitely dupeable. So yeah, just look at blushes. Even if you just pop out to your high street and check out the high street makeup, Sleek is probably one of your best options. They do single blushes. I've kind of buried them all now and I didn't look at them, but I think they do quite a dark plummy one that might be similar. I just don't think it's quite as bright as the one from the Pink Sprint palette. But yeah, and that is it. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video, guys. Do like my... I can't speak. Do let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe as always. I'm going to love and leave you and see you in my next video. Hope you're having a great day wherever you are and whatever you are doing. Bye!